Welcome. Bring your hands to your heart and begin to cultivate a deep, slow, rhythmic breath in and out the nose. On each exhalation, constricting the back of the throat, creating a wave-like sound with your breathing. Expanding the breath into your belly, sideways, your heart lifts. Each exhalation, relaxing the shoulders away from the ears, pulling the navel into the spine. Inhale, expanding the lungs in 360 degrees. Exhale, releasing the hands down and coming down onto your back. Cementing and gluing your low back all the way down to the floor so there's no gap between your low back and the mat. Extend your legs out and we'll do 20 leg lifts, lifting the feet straight up above the hips and then lowering them down to the floor, just hovering. You can keep your fingertips behind your head or reach your fingertips up towards your ankles, creating a sandwich-like motion with your arms and legs. Pulling your abs down towards your spine, rooting and connecting your low back with the mat. If your low back is coming up away from the mat, don't lower your ankles down as far. You can always lower your feet only halfway down. We're burning through the most challenging part of the class right here, right now, getting it over with. Focus on deep, smooth, even breathing in and out the nose. Just a few more to go. Pulling the navel down towards the mat, hollowing out the belly, and then bend the knees and roll slowly in your own tempo up to sitting. Cross your knees, bringing your fingertips behind your hips. Lift up out of the low back and spread across the heart. Opening the chest and then lift the hips up away from the mat. Pressing the hip points forward in front of you and lifting the heart up towards the ceiling. Inhale deeply. On your exhale, lower the hips down. Walk your fingertips forward and bring them to your heart. Take a deep breath in, spreading the palms out and up. Look up. Exhale your hands down to your heart. Inhale, sweeping the palms out and up. Look up. Exhale, drawing the energy down to your heart center. Inhale, extending the arms out and up. Exhale your right hand down to the floor, bend to the right. Inhale the right arm straight up. Exhale, release the left arm and bend over towards the left. Inhale, extending the feet to the floor, then roll down as slowly as you can onto your back, one vertebrae at a time. Press your low back actively down into the mat, and we'll do 20 more leg lifts here, lowering the heels to hover just above the floor and then lifting them straight up above your hips. If your low back cannot maintain contact with the mat, then lower your ankles down any amount. This might be just a small diagonal. The most important thing is to keep your low back pressing down into the floor to protect your low back and to ensure that you're properly engaging and using all the muscles of your core here. You can keep your fingertips behind your head. Reaching your fingers towards your ankles is optional, just like anything in this class. Push yourself, really challenge yourself to burn through that which no longer serves you, strengthening your body, mind, and spirit, but never do anything that feels like it hurts or is sacrificing your breath. And your last one, grab behind the knees and slowly roll up to sitting, pressing the soles of the feet down into the floor. Bring your fingertips behind you, press the palms and the soles of the feet into the mat and lift the hips. Lift the hips up even higher, spreading across the chest, magnetizing your inner thighs toward one another, and then lower your sitting bones back down to the earth. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, bend to the right, stretching the left side. Exhale, bend to the left, stretching the right side. Then bring your hands in front of you. Bring your knees back behind you, coming into tabletop. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, tuck the chin, round. Inhale, allow the low back to grow heavy. Exhale, press the mat away, tuck your chin. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, round, lengthening the tailbone down between the knees. Inhale, lengthen, look forward. Exhale, round the tailbone down, tuck the chin. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, chin to chest, cat. Come to a neutral tabletop. And then extend the left leg back behind you, lifting the left leg up and the right arm forward. Extending out through the right fingertips and the left heel, pulling into your core. On every exhalation, pulling your belly button in towards your spine and up under your rib cage. Magnetizing your inner thighs toward one another. Then reach back for the inside of your left foot, spread across the chest, kicking the foot into the hand, opening across the heart. On your next exhalation, releasing the foot, straighten and strengthen the leg and arm, and releasing the left knee down to the mat. Switching sides, straightening the right leg behind you, and then lifting the right leg, stretching the left arm long out in front of you. Magnetize your inner thighs toward one another to square the hips. Stretch out through the left fingertips and back through the right heel, engaging the muscles of the leg. Then reach back with the left hand for the inside of the right foot. Expanding across the heart. Kick the foot into the hand to lift up just a little higher. On your exhalation, pulling the navel in towards the spine, hollowing out the belly. Release the foot, lengthen back out, and release the right knee down to the mat. Bring your knees back and stretch your arms forward, releasing your forehead down to the mat for Anahata. Inhale, tuck the chin round the spine. Exhale, melt the forehead down to the floor. Inhale, tuck the chin, squeeze it in. Exhale, melt the forehead to the floor. Inhale, tuck the chin round the spine. Exhale, melt the forehead. Inhale, tucking the chin in tight to the chest. Exhale, melt the forehead down to the mat. Breathe in, round the spine. Breathe out, melt. Inhale, forward, bringing your shoulders directly over your wrists and lower in one straight line all the way down to the floor. Bringing your hands back beside your waist, lifting the heart up. Minimal weight in the hands, engaging the muscles of the legs so much that your kneecaps lift up away from the mat. Lifting and expanding across the chest. And then exhale, forehead to the tops of the hands, relax and release. Then stretch your arms forward, your legs behind you, lifting your legs up off of the mat. Coming into Balasana, squeezing the inner thighs toward one another and pressing the hip points down into the mat. Lifting on your inhalation up a little higher. On your next exhalation, swimming the arms back to your sides. Then twist your palms up and down. Inhale the palms up. Exhale, rotate them towards your legs. Lift up a little higher and lower. Inhale, lift higher. Exhale, release a little bit down. Then bring your hands to either side of your waist, pressing into the hips, into the pelvis, strengthening and straightening your legs, pointing through the toes, lifting the legs up a little higher, spreading across the chest, strengthening your low back. Then bringing your fingertips down to the floor, pressing the tops of the feet into the mat, rising up, Bhujangasana. Then melt your forehead down to the tops of your hands. Allow everything in your body to relax and release. Taking a deep breath in through the nose, bringing your hands to either side of your chest, press up, bringing your knees to the middle of the mat, spreading your fingers wide, curl your toes under and press your hips up and back. Pressing actively out of the arms, lengthening your spine. Lift up on your toes and then melt your heels down towards the mat. Engage your quadriceps so much your kneecaps lift, allowing the hamstrings to open here. On every inhalation, lengthening the spine. Exhale, bringing the left foot in between the hands, rise up on your fingertips. Then windmill the arms open to Virabhadrasana 2. Lengthen your tailbone down, bringing your fingers forward and then opening them out. Inhale, smooth your arms forward. Exhale the arms out, get down with the hips. Inhale, strengthen, rise up. Exhale, get down with the hips, stretch. Inhale, engage the legs. Exhale, get down with the hips. Straighten your left leg for one breath and then rebend. Now lifting the left arm up over your left ear, your right arm goes behind you. Exhale, straighten the arms, get down with the hips. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, straighten the arms, get down with the hips. Lift the left arm. Exhale, get down with those hips. Ensuring that your torso is directly in the middle of your stance. Your right wrist reaching out over your right ankle instead of reaching too far forward. Inhale, sweeping the right palm to the left and then opening it up to the side. Inhale, right palm to left. Exhale, sweeping it open. Inhale, exhale, opening. Get down deeper with those hips, engaging those legs, building strength in the lower body here. As we stretch and engage the arm muscles, inhale, straighten the left leg, stretch the left arm over the left ear, and then reach forward, bringing your left hand to your left thigh or shin, avoiding the knee area. You can also bring your left hand down to the floor to a block. Pull the left hip back, stretching the side waists long. Inhale, open and spread across the chest. Exhale, right arm over right ear. Inhale, open. Exhale, extend the right arm over the right ear. Inhale, come up to standing, sweeping the left arm over the left ear and rebend that left knee. Widen your stance, getting down with the hips. Then bring your left elbow to your left thigh, your left fingertips down to a block or the mat. On your inhalation, expanding the right arm over the right ear. Exhalation, sweeping the left hands back behind you. Inhale, extending, expanding. Exhale, releasing the right arm behind you. Inhale, long line. Exhale, looking down, getting down with the hips. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, get down with the hips, bringing the right fingertips around and perhaps bringing them to clutch the inside of your left thigh. On your exhalation, you're looking down, getting down with the hips. On your inhalation, opening up to the sky. Getting down with the hips. Inhale, expand across the chest, roll open. Getting down with the hips. Inhale, lifting the right arm over the right ear. And then releasing the right hand down to the floor, coming up on the right toes and lowering the right knee all the way down to the mat. You can bring a padding underneath your right knee to protect the knee joint. Inhale, expand the chest forward in between your arms. If this is comfortable, stay here. Otherwise, you can lower down onto your forearms, turning your palms up to the sky. Either stay here or curl the right toes under and lift the hips, creating a long line through the right leg. Now release the right knee down to the mat, lift back up on your hands, bringing your left hand to your left thigh, then releasing the left arm back behind you. Now we're going to walk around into Skandasana, bending the right knee, turning the left toes up to the sky. Then walk the fingertips forward, bending the left knee, releasing the right knee down to the mat. Now bending the right knee, coming back into Skandasana, lifting the left toes up to the sky. Then regrounding the left foot, twisting around, lowering the right knee into the low lunge. Exhale, bending the right knee, Skandasana, perhaps lifting the arms up, sweeping the arms over to the right, over to the left, releasing any tension in the low back, sweeping around back into low lunge, left hand to left thigh. Then bring your hands down to the mat, spreading your fingers wide, and sweep your left knee back to meet the right, curl the toes under and press back. Adho Mukha Shavasana, downward dog. Extend through your spine, lifting your hips up and back behind you, engaging your quadriceps, allowing your heels to melt down towards the floor. Rolling your biceps in towards your ears to broaden across the back body. Bring your right foot in between your hands, coming up on your fingertips, and windmill your arms open, Virabhadrasana 2. Scoop your tailbone so it's pointing straight down. Inhale. Exhale, straighten the arms, get down with the hips. Inhale, glide your fingertips to touch. Exhale, open the arms, get down with the hips. Inhale, strengthen and lift the legs slightly. Exhale, get down deeper, bringing your right thigh more parallel to the floor. Making sure that your hips are directly below your shoulders, that you soften your ribs inward, pulling your belly button into your spine and up. Extend the right leg, your right arm over your right ear, and then rebend the right knee. Inhale, extending the right arm over the right ear, sweep the left arm behind you. Inhale, right arm over right ear. Exhale, straighten the arms, get down with the hips. Inhale, stretch the right side body. Exhale, get down with the hips. Inhale, sweeping the left arm back behind you. Exhale, opening up. Inhale, opening the right side body. Exhale, getting down with the hips. Inhale, straighten and strengthen the right leg, sweeping the right arm over the right ear. Extend forward, bringing your right palm to your thigh or your shin or a block, avoiding the knee area. Pulling the left arm over the left ear. Inhale, spread the arms. Exhale, arm over the ear. Pulling the right hip back, extending the side waists long. Rolling the left hip open and grounding the inner side of the right foot down towards the earth. Continuing to flow with the breath, rising up, stretching the right arm over the right ear. And exhale, rebending into the right knee, widen your stance. Bringing your left wrist over the left ankle. Then bring your right hand to the inside of your right foot or your right elbow to the right thigh. Inhale, stretch the left arm over the left ear. Exhale, sweep it behind you. Inhale, long line from the outer edge of the left foot all the way through the fingertips, creating an opening through the side body. Every exhale, the arm sweeps back behind you, perhaps coming to the inner side of your right thigh. Now stay here with your left fingertips to the inside of your right thigh. On your inhalation, opening the chest, looking up. Exhale, getting down with the hips, looking down. This is a micro movement. Move in the rhythm of your own breath. Inhale, straighten, strengthen the back leg. Lift the left arm over the left ear and roll it all the way down to the floor. Lowering the left knee down to the mat, you can bring a cushion underneath your left knee. Pulling the heart forward in between the arms, lengthening the spine, lift the heart, gaze forward. And exhale, stay here or lower down onto your forearms, turning your palms up to the sky. If you want even more, curling the back toes under and lifting the knee up away from the mat. Exhale, release the left knee down to the mat, rise back up on your hands, and bring your right hand to the right thigh, looking over your right shoulder, twisting open from the navel center. On your next exhalation, curling the left toes under, walking your hands back, bending the left knee and turning your right toes up to the sky, Skandasana. Exhale, walking the hands forward, back into lunge, right hand to right thigh. Exhale, sweeping back, Skandasana, right toes up towards the sky. Then walking the fingertips forward, back into lunge, twisting open to the right. Walking your fingertips back for Skandasana, perhaps lifting your arms up away from the mat, sweeping them to the right and to the left. Releasing, relaxing, and then walk your hands back forward into lunge and step the left foot to meet the right. Inhale, extend the heart, extend the spine. Exhale, fold Uttanasana. Inhale, sweep the palms out and up, look up. Exhale, arms to your sides. Bring your hands to your heart, bringing your shoulders over your hips over your ankles. Then bring your right foot to the inside of the left thigh for Vrksasana, tree pose. Level the hips. You can always bring your right foot to your left shin, pressing the right foot into the thigh into the foot, lengthening the spine up through the crown of the head, rolling the shoulders down and back. Grounding down through all four corners of the left foot, reach your hands straight up and then bend to the right. Continue pressing the right foot into the left thigh, creating a long line of energy from the left hip up through the fingertips. Pull the left shoulder back. Inhale, come up. Bring your hands to your heart and pull your shin in towards your chest. Then take your right hand to the inside of the right foot and kick the foot into the hand. Lift the left arm straight up to the sky, kicking the foot up and back, creating a heart opening here. Try to level the hips, and then on your exhale, release the foot. Bring your right foot to the inside of your right elbow, or you can repeat the same pose as before. If you have your right foot to the inside of the elbow, reach the left arm up and then stay here, or you can clasp hands. Exhale, release, pulling the knee into the chest, lift the heart, lengthen the spine up through the crown of the head, and then wrap the right leg over the left. Wrap the left arm under the right, bringing the palms to touch. Pulling the elbows into the spine, round, squeezing the arms, squeezing the inner thighs, squeezing the legs, going inward. Then unwind the right leg and kick it straight out back behind you for Virabhadrasana 3. Garudasana arms. Keep the arms entwined, pulling them apart. Square your hips down to the front of the mat. Magnetize your inner thighs together. Then release your fingertips to the floor. Release your right foot to the floor. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look forward. Exhale, fold. Warming the spine. Inhale, lengthen. Bring your hands all the way up to the back of your legs and glide them down the backs of your legs, pulling yourself in two. Inhale, sweeping the palms out and up. Look up. Exhale, gliding the hands down to the sides. Bend the knees. Bring your hands to your heart. Then re-straighten the legs. Reconnect with your breath. Pulling the left shin in towards your chest. Take a deep breath in, expanding your belly, then your heart with your breath. Exhale, bringing your left foot to the inside of the right thigh or to the inside of your right shin. Press the foot into the thigh back into the foot. Bring your hands to your heart and key in on your breath. Expand your breath down into your belly, your low ribs, your heart lifts. Exhale, gliding your hands up overhead. Tilt to the left, creating a long line from your right hip up through the fingertips, stretching out the right side body here. Continue to press the sole of the left foot into the right thigh, leveling the hips. On every exhalation, pulling your belly button in and up. Now bring your hands back to your shin, pull your knee in tight, then release and take your left hand to the inside of your left ankle. Kick the foot up to the sky and back, lifting up through the right fingertips. Try to square your shoulders and your left hip to the front of the mat. Every inhalation, expanding the breath. Exhale, taking your left foot to the crook of your left elbow. Either stay here or stretch the right arm up. To go deeper, clasp your hands behind your head. Kick the foot into the crease of the elbow. On your next exhalation, hugging the knee back into the chest and releasing the right leg to cross over the left leg. Bringing the right arm under the left arm and bringing the palms to touch. On your next exhalation, bringing your elbows down towards your belly. Rounding, going inward in Garandasana, squeezing the arms and the legs. Squeeze the legs, squeeze the arms. On your next exhalation, unwrap the left leg and shoot it straight out back behind you for Virabhadrasana 3 with Garudasana arms. Keep the arms bound. Bring your left hip down, squeezing your inner thighs together to level your hips and press back through the left heel, forward through the crown of the head, creating a long line. Releasing your fingertips down to the earth, and then bring your left foot to meet your right, fold. Inhale, bring your hands to your shins, and then glide your hands down the backs of your legs. Pull yourself together. Allow your shoulders to relax up and away from your ears as you sweep the palms out and up. Exhale, folding forward, the heart leads, the head releases last, fold. Inhale, extend the spine. Exhale, ground the hands, step the feet back. Adho Mukha Shavasana, downward dog. Spreading the fingers wide. Inhale, lift the right leg up, keeping the hips level, and exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, extend the leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend through the right toes. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, extend the right leg straight up and lower it down to the floor. Inhale, lift the left leg up and bring your left knee to your left elbow. Inhale, lift and extend the leg behind you. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend the leg. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, extend the leg straight up and release it down to the mat. Press actively back through your hips, lengthening the spine. Then bend one knee and then the other, pedaling out the heels. Come to stillness, lower the knees down to the mat, walking your hands forward until your hips are over your knees, and relax your forehead down to the mat. Inhale, tuck the chin round. Exhale, forehead to the floor. Inhale, tuck the chin and round. Exhale, forehead to the floor. Inhale, tuck, round. Exhale, release, melt. Inhale, tuck the chin, lengthen the tailbone down. Exhale, forehead to the floor. Inhale, press into the hands. Exhale, release the forehead down to the mat. Inhale, staying here, opening passively across the heart, and then press your hips up and back, lifting your right leg straight up, bringing your right foot in between your hands and extending your palms out and up. Bringing your hands down to heart center. Inhale, straighten and strengthen your back leg, lift up. Exhale, hands to heart, get down with the hips. Inhale, stretch the palms out and up, pull your right hip back, your left hip forward. Inhale, press into the feet, lifting up, engage the muscles of the legs. Exhale, get down deeper. Inhale, stretching up. Exhale, hands to heart. Come forward, grounding your hands to the mat, lowering your left knee down, extending your toes out long. Inhale, lift the arms, lift the heart, bringing your fingertips to touch. Exhale, open the arms wide. Release your arms down to cactus. Inhale, stretch the arms straight up. Exhale, release the arms to cactus. Inhale, straighten the arms. Exhale, open them up. Inhale, straighten the arms. Exhale, open across the chest. And bring your hands to your heart. Bring your left arm straight out in front of you. Reach, go long through the spine, and then bring your left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Bring your hands together. On every inhalation, find more length in the spine. Every exhalation, twist deeper. Either stay here or you can curl your left toes under and lift your knee up away from the mat. Pulling your right hip back, your left hip forward to square the hips. Magnetize your inner thighs together. Press back through the left heel, coming forward onto the left mound of the foot. Exhale, grounding the hands down, looking forward and straightening your right leg. Inhale, bend the knee, lengthen the spine. Exhale, straighten the leg, fold. Inhale, find length in the spine, bend the knee. Exhale, straighten the leg and fold. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, Parsvottanasana. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look forward. Exhale, straighten the right leg. Shorten your stance, lengthen your spine. Then square your hips to the front of the mat and bring your left hand to the inside on top of or outside of your right foot. Bring your right hand to your hip and then stretch your right arm straight up. Pull your right hip back and the left hip forward, lengthen through the side waist, and then twist open. Find strength by squeezing your inner thighs together. Lengthen through the side body, through the spine, and exhale, grounding your right hand down. Fold forward over your right straight leg, Parsvottanasana. Inhale, find length. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold deeper. Press into all four corners of your right foot. Keep a micro bend in the right knee to protect the knee joint. Then press the right leg straight up behind you, Adho Mukha Shavasana. Then bend the right knee, stacking your right hip on top of the left. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, strengthen and straighten. Exhale, bringing your knee around in a circle, lubricating your right hip joint. Continue to revolve the hip around in a large circle and release the right foot down to the mat. Inhale deeply, lifting the left leg straight up and bringing the left foot in between your hands. Inhale, extend the palms out and up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, strengthen and straighten your right leg, lift the arms. Exhale, hands to heart, get down with the hips. Inhale, find strength in the legs, lift up. Exhale, bringing your left thigh parallel to the floor. Inhale, strengthen the right leg. Exhale, hands to heart, get down with the hips. Inhale, lift the arms, make sure you're pressing back through the right heel, all the way down into a low lunge, bringing your right knee down to the mat. Inhale, extending the palms forward and up. Exhale, bend the elbows, spread across the chest. Inhale, lift. Exhale, open. Inhale, lift up out of the low back. Exhale, soften your ribs in. Inhale, extend the arms up. Exhale, bending the elbows, open across the heart. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, open. And then bring your hands to your heart. Extending your right arm forward, lengthening the spine, and bringing the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. On every inhalation, finding more length in the spine. Every exhalation, twisting open to the left. Either stay here or you can curl your right toes under and lift the knee away from the mat. Continue to extend the spine on every inhalation, on every exhalation, twisting open. We ground the hands, spreading the fingers wide, step back to one-legged Adho Mukha Shavasana, downward dog. Inhale, exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, stretch and strengthen the leg. Exhale, bend the left knee. Inhale, strengthen and stretch. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Inhale, extend the leg. Exhale, bend the knee, stacking the left hip on top of the right. Inhale, strengthen the leg, and then begin to create circles with the left knee, lubricating the left hip, and then release the left foot down to meet the right. Press actively out of the arms to find more space in the spine, and lower the knees down to the mat. Lower your forearms down to the mat, pressing your hands and your forearms down into the mat. Curl the toes under and lift the hips up. Imagine that I have my hand in between your shoulder blades and I'm pushing there. Don't allow your shoulder blades to move forward. Keep pressing back and up through the hips, keeping a long spine. Exhale, gliding your legs out back behind you into forearm plank. Engage your core, rolling your pelvis forward, lengthening your tailbone down back towards your heels. Spread across the upper chest, finding a micro pulse in the body here. On an inhalation, pulling up. Exhale, lowering down onto your belly for Sphinx pose. Spread your fingers wide, actively pulling your heart forward in between your arms. Actively pressing the tops of your feet into the mat, engaging your thighs so much that your kneecaps lift up away from the floor. On your next exhalation, relax and release your hands, your head on top of your hands. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Inhale, lifting the arms, lifting the legs, bending the knees, and crabbing onto the outside of the ankles. Kick the feet backwards into the hands, lifting up, spreading across the chest, pressing actively down into the hip bones, and then release. Lowering down, bring your opposite cheek down on top of your hands and relax. Take a deep breath into your low back, middle back, the back of the heart expands. Exhale smoothly and slowly out the nose. Reach back for the outside of your feet and come back up into Dhanurasana. Lifting the heart, kicking the feet back so you come up even higher into this bow pose. And then slowly melting down to the mat, bringing your forehead to the hands. Inhale into the low back, the middle back, the back of the heart. Exhale slowly and smoothly out the nose. Bring your hands to either side of your chest and press straight up and back, Adho Mukha Shavasana. Lengthen your spine and inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, grounding the right foot in between the hands, lowering the left knee all the way down. Inhale, spread the arms out and up. Exhale, allow the arms to melt down to your side. Lift up even higher with your heart. Inhale, sweep the palms forward and wrap the right arm over the left, grabbing onto the shoulder blades. Inhale, feeling the lungs expand under your fingertips. Exhale, softening. Inhale, expanding the breath from your belly all the way up into your back. Every exhalation, feel your body soften and release. Inhale, squeeze the arms even higher, and exhale, release the arms down to frame the foot. Grab back with the right hand for the inside of the left foot and pull the left heel to the left buttocks. You can come up even higher with the block underneath the left hand, or you can come all the way down onto your forearm. Make sure there's enough padding underneath the left knee to avoid any injury or pain. Release the foot, and then gliding the hips back, straighten the right leg, pulling the right toes toward you, fold. Inhale, look forward, stay here, or you can walk out into Hanumanasana. Inhale, lift up to the hips, and exhale, going down a little deeper on each exhalation. Allow your body to slowly open, never press or force yourself into a pose. You can bring your fingertips behind you, or lift your arms up overhead. Press actively down into the left leg, into your back leg. There's a tendency to want to roll onto the right hip to expand into the easy side. So counteract this by really pressing down into the left leg. You can either stay up or fold forward over the right leg, bringing your left hand to the outside of the right foot. Inhale, come back up. Press into the hands. If you're down in Hanumanasana, and glide the left leg all the way around into the outside of the right thigh. Inhale the right arm up, and bring the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Every inhalation, finding more length in the spine. Every exhalation, twisting deeper from the navel center. Unwind the pose on your next exhalation, straightening both legs out in front of you and then bending your knees to come into Navasana. Lifting up through the heart, making sure you're engaging the abs here, that your low back isn't rounding. Inhale, lift the arms, and exhale, tucking the chin into the knees, crossing the legs and stepping the left and the right leg back, Adho Mukha Shavasana. Take a deep breath in and slowly breathe out through the nose. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, bring the left foot in between the hands and lower the right knee down to the floor. Inhale, stretching the palms out and up. Exhale, opening across the heart, allowing the arms to splay open. Then inhale, scoop the arms forward, the left arm on top of the right this time, and grab onto your shoulder blades. On your next inhalation, expand the breath from the low back all the way up to your back of your heart, and exhale, getting down deeper with the hips. Feel how your breath expands not only into your belly and the front of your body, but also into your back body, expanding your breath into the back of the lungs. Focusing on breathing into all four corners, 360 degrees of the lungs. Release the arms, lift the heart, and ground them to either side of your foot. Then reach back with the left hand for the inside of the right foot and bring the right heel towards the right buttocks. You can bring your fingertips even higher up on a block, bringing any sort of padding underneath the right knee so there's no pain or injury in the right knee. If you want to go even deeper, lowering down onto the right forearm. Continuing to breathe deeply and evenly in and out the nose here. Release the foot. Ground the hands and shift the hips back, straightening the left leg, pulling the left toes toward you. Squeezing the inner thighs toward one another. Stay here, or if you want even more, lengthening the legs out. You can stay up high here, or if you want to, working on coming all the way down. Find a natural pulse in the body on an inhalation, engaging your inner thighs, lifting up. On every exhalation, sinking down a little deeper, never forcing, just allowing the body to open in its own time. Inhale, lifting the arms up if you're down in Hanumanasana, and exhale, perhaps folding forward over your leg, bringing your right hand to the outside of the left foot, extending the left arm behind you for a delicious little semi-twist. Inhale, ground the hands on either side of the leg, press into the palms of the hands to lift the hips up, and then sweep the right leg forward, around, and your foot to the outside of the left thigh. Inhale, lift the left arm, and bring your left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Breathe into the belly, the side of your body. Exhale slowly and smoothly, relaxing your shoulders away from your ears. Every inhalation, expanding the belly with your breath. Every exhalation, softening. Bend your knees, come back into Navasana. Then lift the heart and roll one vertebrae at a time down onto your back. Preparing for Setu Bandha Sarangasana. Press into the soles of the feet and lift the hips. Walk the right shoulder underneath you, the left shoulder underneath you. Interlace your fingers and press the arms down into the floor. Squeeze your inner thighs together and lift the hips up higher. Avoid allowing the knees to splay out by really magnetizing the inner thighs together. Spread across the heart. This is a lovely heart opener. On your next exhalation, slowly, one vertebrae at a time, lowering the seat back down to the floor, unraveling your shoulders out from underneath you. You can come back into this bridge pose, or we'll set up for Urdhva Dhanurasana. Be careful really here. So lift your arms straight up, bring your fingertips pointing towards your heels, press into your heels, and then straighten your arms. Keeping your shoulder blades on your back, squeeze your inner thighs together to keep your knees directly over your ankles instead of splaying out. Press the heart forward. Then slowly, slowly, carefully lowering yourself back down onto your back, relaxing for a moment, taking a deep breath in and letting it go. We'll prepare to take one more bridge Setu Bandha Saranvangasana, or one more Urdhva Dhanurasana pose. Wherever you're going into, be careful to have proper alignment. Take your hands behind you, bending the elbows, and then straightening your arms, pressing into the feet, gliding your shoulder blades onto your back, press your heart forward. If you want to go even farther, bending your right knee, lifting your right foot, and then extending your right leg straight up. Replace the right foot down, weight all weight into your right foot, bend the left knee, and then perhaps straightening the left leg straight up, pressing the heart forward. Inhale, stay here, try to straighten your legs by walking them forward, then return them back to where they were and lower so slowly all the way down onto the back. I know others have you sit up by starting by coming to the crown of your head, but I want to avoid any weight onto the crown of the head to protect the neck. Squeezing your knees now into your chest, relaxing and releasing any pressure you may have in the low back. Squeezing the left knee into the chest, straightening the right leg out. Relaxing your shoulders away from your ears. Either stay here or straighten the leg, bringing your left hand to the back of the hamstring, or walking your hand up to your shin or to your foot. You can also use a prop here, lassoing the foot with a rope or a strap. On every exhalation, pulling the leg closer towards your chest. On your next exhalation, release the foot and then inhale, lift the leg. Exhale, slowly start to lower it down towards the mat. Inhale, exhale, lowering it all the way down. Inhale, squeezing the right knee into the chest. Either stay here or bring your hands to interlace the back of the hamstring. Or you can walk your hands all the way up to your shin or your foot, or using a strap to lasso the foot. On every inhalation, lengthening the leg. Every exhalation, pulling it closer down towards your chest. Trying here to relax your shoulders away from your ears. Breathing with sound. Inhale into the belly, the side ribs, the heart lifts. Exhale slowly and smoothly out the nose. On your next exhalation, release the foot. Inhale. Exhale, slowly lower it halfway. Inhale deeply. Exhale, lower it all the way down to the floor. Allow your body to grow heavy, your feet to splay out, and then ground into the left foot, shifting your hips to the left, and then bringing your left knee over the right straight leg, bringing your arms to cactus, twisting, detoxing here, releasing any remaining pressure in the low back. Looking over to your left hand, then repress into the feet, gliding your hips to the right before bending your right knee and allowing it to fold over the left straight leg. The elbows are still bent in cactus arms, twisting open. Straighten your legs out. Inhale deeply. Exhale, bending the knees into the chest, rolling up to seated. Slide back on your mat, bending your right leg so that it's parallel to the top of the mat, bringing your left ankle on top of the right knee. The foot overhangs over the leg, flexing actively both feet to protect the knee joints. Inhale, fold forward any amount. You may be up on blocks or sitting all the way up. If this pose isn't accessible, you can always sit up on a block. Switch legs, bringing the left shin parallel to the top of the mat, bringing the right ankle on top of the left knee, making sure the foot is overhanging the leg, flexing both feet. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, fold. Dvipada Raja Kapatanasana. It's one of my favorite poses for opening the hips. If this pose isn't accessible to you, you can always sit up on a block or bring the soles of your feet together and fold forward. Come up, opening the legs out wide into a V, making sure that your sitting bones are grounded down into the earth, coming forward and finding your edge, and on your exhale, folding forward any amount. Pressing the hamstrings actively down into the floor, walking the hands out on every inhalation, finding more length in the spine, every exhalation folding deeper. Use your deep Ujjayi breath to bring you deeper into Upavista Konasana. Remaining for quite a few breaths in this forward fold to balance out all of the uplifting, energizing heart openers we did in this session. On your next inhalation, rising up to sitting with a tall spine, and glide your right leg forward to meet the left, straightening the legs, pressing the hamstrings down into the mat. Exhale, fold forward over your straight legs. Pujimottanasana, seated forward bend. Bring your hands to your thighs, shins, toes, or the backs of your feet, allowing the shoulders to roll back away from the ears, your shoulder blades gliding down your back, away from your ears. Inhale, rise up. We bend the knees, cross the feet, come into an easy seat or into lotus pose, and bring your hands to rest on your knees, your index and thumb touching. Lengthen up through the crown of the head and close your eyes for a short 5-minute meditation. Inhale, feel the breath travel from your belly into your lungs. Exhale, your lungs soften, your belly folds inwards. Inhale the air into your low back, middle back, back of the heart. Exhale your shoulders, relaxing down away from your ears. The mantra for this meditation is Ananda Hum, I am bliss. Ananda Hum, Ananda Hum. I'll mind the time. You will hear a soft chiming when the meditation is finished. On your inhalation, just repeat internally, Ananda Hum. On your exhalation, Ananda Hum. Inhale, Ananda Hum. Exhale, Ananda Hum. it's time to release the mantra. Continue to sit with a tall spine, inhaling and exhaling deeply in and out the nose. Bring your left palm up to cover your heart, placing your right hand on top of the left. Feel into your heart center, imagining a warm glow building beneath your hands. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Bow forward, bringing your forehead or your fingertips to the floor, grounding your energy, blinking your eyes open, and bringing yourself back into the room. Rise back up, stretch, maybe smile. Wishing you a beautiful day, radiant health, and so much joy. Namaste.